John Popovich here, bringing another video episode of Doc and the D, now on location in the Henry Ford Hospital atrium. Beautiful addition that we've had here at Henry Ford. I stand in front of the living wall, which is one of the great signature pieces here in the atrium. This video is going to be a recap of the achievements that we've had here, making Henry Ford Hospital one of the great academic medical centers in the country. Many of the things that we've been able to accomplish as a team of providers, and especially in concert with the Henry Ford Medical Group, we've been able to demonstrate incredible progress over the past several years. This atrium was a great product of the thoughts of many people. It was an open air area that went from the E&R building and near here by the Berkey Auditorium over to the courtyard by Clara Ford Pavilion. We looked at it a little bit differently. We came in our space committee, and many of us from the facility standpoint looked and said, we need a gathering space, a space in which our employees and family members who are visitors could actually spend a nice amount of time in an area that was soothing, in an area that was really bright and open. We had tremendous assistance in doing this by our partner at Subway, Nick Moskouras, and the Kouros family. There really were major contributors in creating this vision of what we wanted to create here in this atrium. So I have to say that it is a product of many people's thoughts. It is a product that became far better than anything that we had thought originally. We also conceived this to go along with much of the changes that we made on the second floor of the Education and Research Building. That's a little bit different thought in my mind. What we did is we connected all of our educational areas that we updated. We have state-of-the-art educational areas to connect with the atrium and be proximate to our Berkey Auditorium. One of the ways in which we've had an incredible amount of outreach to the entirety of the state of Michigan has been through this partnership with Superior Air Ambulance. As you can see, just by good fortune today as we were shooting, we had the crew from Superior in the blue and white Henry Ford Hospital helicopter land after actually bringing a patient from Bay City earlier, now landed, picked up their crew. They're going back up to Port Huron to bring another patient down here to Henry Ford. This is really incredibly important for us to take these patients, who are some of the sickest of the sick patients in this state, to be able to come to this facility quickly. And with the tremendous expertise by Superior Air Ambulance, the paramedics, and the other professionals working in concert with our clinical staff, this has been a great opportunity for us to advance and bring much of the Henry Ford quality to the rest of the state of Michigan. One of the great accomplishments we've had here at Henry Ford and within the Henry Ford Medical Group is reestablishing this institution as the go-to place for referrals and transfers. You know, it's interesting is that prior to 6 years or 7 years ago, we had programs that were very good programs that we would get those referrals and get some transfers, but it wasn't that the entirety of the institution was viewed as a go-to institution. People wouldn't think that to refer or to transfer the patient, regardless of the clinical problem. If you had problems with a very sick patient, send the patient to Henry Ford. And that's what we've been able to do. So we've changed that entire narrative. A significant amount of our business now comes here. Almost 8% of our business now, in terms of admissions, is transferred. Just think about that. Almost 1 in 10 of the patients that are encountered here at Henry Ford come from outside of our usual catchment area. And we did that by outreaching, because we told our story. Doctors, nurse navigators, myself, we all would tell that story. We want these patients, we welcome these patients, we'll do great things with this patient. And that's one of the great accomplishments that has entirely transformed the narrative of Henry Ford Hospital today.